everyone. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Whalesync and how to use it to sync data in Google Sheets to a CRM like Attio or vice versa. So what is Whalesync? Whalesync is a platform that helps you share a set of data between two or more tools and enables you to mirror data across tools and sync data bidirectionally. For Attio specifically, the most popular platforms to connect include Airtable, Notion, and Sheets. And really what this allows you to do is to share data that lives in your CRM with non-sales or just team members that prefer to work out of other platforms like Sheets, or if you're simply just using these platforms like Sheets, Notion, etc. to collect information about companies, people, etc. and only want to sync relevant information into Attio. So maybe you don't need all that information that you're collecting in those platforms in Attio as well, so you want to pick and choose what information to sync over. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm in my Google Sheets and this is the data that I want to sync over to Attio. So you can see I have two sheets here, companies and people. I'm going to start by syncing companies, but it's pretty much simultaneous, and I will show you what I mean in just a sec. You'll see I have this Whalesync ID column, which is necessary to use Whalesync for syncing, but Whalesync always prompts you to create this column anyway, so it's not a big deal to set up from the get-go. Then you have, or I have, my company name, domain, and then the related people column. And this is basically a relational column. So I want the people in my people sheet to be associated with these companies here. And then same thing here, related underscore companies one, and it has to match the sheet name as well. So let's get started. I'm just gonna go into Whalesync, select new sync. My data source is going to be Attio, authorize, confirm, continue, and then Google Sheets. I'm just going to go in and copy the link to authorize access. Continue. Yes, I want to sync existing sheets, or you can select I want Whalesync to create new sheets. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna start with companies. So companies, and this is the wrong sheet name or table, so I'm gonna select companies one. Make sure the sheet name is correct. Create table mapping. Yeah, that's fine. So name, company name, and then what were the other ones? Domain. Domain. Okay, great. And then I'm going to select new table mapping. People. That's correct. Create table mapping. Auto map two fields. That's fine. So yeah, if Whalesync recognizes the fields, it will prompt you to automatically map them, which is great. But if not, you can just do that this way. People, job title, email address, name, and okay, that's good. Company, and now companies one. So any field here that has this icon means it's a relational field. Okay, continue. Scan records. Okay, great. So now I'm going to copy the Whalesync ID here. And obviously you need to make sure that this is in the correct order. Related companies. So that's good, and now I'm going to continue. So that's basically how it associates companies with the people and vice versa. Okay, and now we're previewing the initial sync. So 3 new records will be added to companies, 3 new people records will be added. Sounds about right. And actually, let me just go back for a sec and show you something. So currently, this is a bi-directional sync, but I'm actually going to just select a one-directional sync. So I just want to sync over data from Google Sheets into Attio instead of having this bi-directional sync. But this is super neat and very useful. You just have to be careful because obviously if you have a bi-directional sync set up and you're in Attio, let's say, and you make changes there, it's going to make changes in the Google Sheet as well. And another thing to note is filters. You can add conditions. So maybe you have a bunch of data in your Google Sheets and you don't want all of that data to sync over. That's fine. What you'll want to do is just add a condition. So for example, maybe you just want to sync over people with a specific job title, or maybe people with an email address that is not empty. That's a very useful one. I'm not going to do that in this case because I just have literally 3 rows of data as a kind of an example. But yeah, you can really play around with this and set up filters to sync over the data that makes sense for you. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Continue, and continue. Activate sync. Confirm. And now it's preparing to sync. And if I go in to my Attio now, I can see the data coming in. The startup ABC and the C Institute. Don't ask me how I came up with those names, super random. And then you can see people being added here as well. And then at first I wasn't seeing the companies being associated with the people and vice versa, so I just went in to my other sheet and pasted in the Whalesync ID. So my people have the related companies Whalesync ID, which I just grabbed from this column, and then my companies had the related people Whalesync ID, which I grabbed from this column. So both sheets need to have that Whalesync ID column filled and associated. So now if I go back to people, I can see the 3 people and I can see the companies here associated. And then if I go into Michael Smith, for example, I can see the company. And if I go into the company, I can see Michael Smith as part of the team. So looks great. And if you click into your syncs, you'll see that it's always listening and waiting for changes. And with Google Sheets, it's doing a full scan for updates every 2 minutes or so. So pretty close to real time. Hope you found this intro into using Whalesync helpful. Whalesync is a great platform for easily syncing and sharing data between tools, especially when it comes to larger sets of data. It's quite easy to set up, allows for two-way syncing, historical syncing, and the syncing of linked records. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like these videos. If you have questions, feel free to leave a comment. If you need more one-on-one help, then feel free to schedule an intro call with me. My link and contact info is in the description. Thanks for watching.